Students, now we can move to next vector, that is Cosmid vector. Before that, we can go back and overview some of the drawbacks of the plasmid vectors. We have studied some of the plasmid vectors like PBR series of vectors and PUC. Small DNA fragment only can be introduced in these sorts of vectors. Otherwise, these vectors may be cured or may be removed from the bacterial cell. To solve this, we have to consider some of the properties of the phage. They're having a cohesive and coside, and these cosides entails these phages for taking a large DNA fragment from the bacterial cell. So, if we can introduce these cos properties into the plasmid vector, then this plasmid also may get the properties like phage. That means it can be stable even after the introduction of a large DNA fragment into the plasmid related vectors. So that's why we intended to introduce this cos site into the plasmid related vectors, and then the vectors may be known as the cosmid vectors. That means cos site plus plasmid. So the vector may be known as cosmid vectors. The size of the most of the related cosmid vectors may be around 5 kb, and it can take up around 30 to 50 kb of foreign DNA. And concatenous of unit length of DNA molecules can be packaged with the phage head if cosites are present. The concatenous means suppose this is a phage genome. And it's having a cosite at one end. This may be a cosite, and after the introduction within the bacterial cell, it may undergo replication process and several copies may be formed. And one of such copy, this is cosite. That cosite may be interacted with the cosite of the another patch copy. Then this will become a single unit. That means from here to here, it will become a unit. So see, this is the blue one, and this is the cosite, and this is the blue bacteriophage genome. So this will become a unit, and then the replication of this unit may happen. After that, several copies of this unit may be formed, and then that unit may be interact likewise and form a larger unit. And then the replication of this larger unit may occur. This is the way how the phage genome replication may occur. So after the replication and all this process is over, a unit length of the phage genome. See, this is the unit length of the phage genome shown over here in this picture. See, this is the unit length of the phage genome, and that phage genome may be packaged into the phage head. And this is another unit, and that may be packaged into the another phage capsid protein, and that will become another progeny. And see, this is another phage unit, and that may be packaged into another phage capsid. And see, this is another one. This may be introduced into another phage capsid, forms another progeny. Likewise, the phage replication or phage life cycle may be occurred within the bacterial cell. So this unit is known as the concatenameric units. This is a picture of a cosmid vector having cos sequence, and it's shown that it having the property of an ampicillin resistance, and it's also having a restriction endonuclease site over here. So you are going to introduce a foreign DNA into this vector. So you need to open the vector with that particular restriction endonuclease enzyme. So this is the open the vector, and then This is the foreign DNA. You got it by excising a genome with that particular association endonuclease enzyme. You're going to introduce this foreign DNA into the vector. So you need to use a proper ligase enzyme for that, and then after the ligation process, this cos vector or cosmid vector may be joined with the foreign DNA. And I have told you that the co-sequence have the property is of forming concatenase. Hence, the vector, then foreign DNA, and at the end of that foreign DNA, again one more cosmid vector can join, and then a foreign DNA can be joined at the end of that cosmid vector, and again a cosmid can come over here, and then a DNA fragment or foreign DNA over here, again a cosmid vector over here, and a foreign DNA over here. So there forms a long DNA molecule, and this long DNA molecule is known as concatenase. And then the replication of this concatenase can occur, and then several copies of it may be formed. After the replication of this concatenase, then they may start to pick up within the capsid protein, and this is one unit of the DNA, and that may be excised from the concatenase, and that excised piece may be introduced into or packaged within the facet. See, this is one unit of the vector with the foreign DNA that may be packaged within the facet. And see, this is another unit of the vector plus foreign DNA and may be introduced into the another phage head. Likewise, numerous progenies of the phages may be formed, and that progenies may be screened by ampicillin resistance.